Welcome to this week's episode of Jet Lag in the News. I'm Steve Jasper, aka the Jet Lag Guy. News is,
Asian
of course, this
travellers
week
are
the
looking
ongoing
elsewhere instead of
situation
travelling
in the
to the
Middle East.
Persian Gulf.
With most flights in the region
Asian
cancelled
travellers are
or
looking
drastically
elsewhere
reduced
instead of travelling to the
due to the current situation there. There are a lot of cancellations, and flights are being rebooked to avoid the region altogether. Business travel has been affected, and work travel is being restructured to avoid the Persian Gulf. If you've booked a transatlantic flight on Virgin Atlantic out of London Heathrow, there's a new clubhouse that is absolutely luxurious. There are private desks for working, panoramic views of the runway, and my favourite, wellness pods that include light therapy to alleviate your jet lag. And if you're a frequent international traveller, spare a thought for actor Angelina Jolie. Frequent and international travellers will recognise feeling a bit off when travelling, but rarely does our appearance spawn conspiracy theories. Ms. Jolie attended a Tom Ford event in Shanghai, and her appearance sent social media buzzing with theories that she was using a, quote, body double or a clone. It's just jet lag. It affects the best of us, even someone like Angelina Jolie. If you were a New York-based content creator, would you fly to India for 24 hours? Kevin Droniak flew 15 hours to India, landing in New Delhi, then travelled another 4 hours to Agra to see the Taj Mahal. He then turned around and went back to New York City. In terms of jet lag, I wouldn't bother adjusting to the new time zone, but just stay on home time for such a short trip. And now, over to some research. Daylight savings has just ended in southeast Australia, and several experts from the University of Sydney have discussed the issues associated with the change. Dr. Jacob Krause stated, quote, "In people with very sensitive biological clocks, this mismatch can trigger episodes of depression or mania." Spain is in a time zone that doesn't correspond with its longitude. While the prime meridian passes through the northeast of the country, Spain itself is an hour ahead of the United Kingdom. And now that daylight savings time has commenced in most of Europe, Spain is now 2 hours ahead of its geographical time. According to an article by Spanish fintech company Elevenons, quote, "This reality fits into a broader logic, that of a system that prioritizes apparent economic efficiency over real well-being. As happens in financial, monetary or physical domains, we often accept as normal structures that respond to political decisions and specific interests." And over to the United Kingdom. We think of jet lag causing daytime sleepiness and nighttime wakefulness, but one of the areas it can affect is your gut. Often international travellers experience constipation or diarrhea that can be associated with jet lag, in a piece written by Dr. Kate Grimshaw writing for The Conversation. The development of liver cancer is typically associated with heavy alcohol use or forms of hepatitis. However, a new research grant awarded to Fred Hutch Cancer Centre epidemiologist Dr. Trang Vo Pham will look at the possibility of a disruption in circadian rhythms linking to liver cancer. While the link is not currently proven, I would really like to underline the importance of having the circadian rhythm disruption caused by jet lag taken seriously. In research coming out of Charité and the University of Lübeck in Germany, a breakthrough diagnostic test that examines the activity of 17 specific genes in the hair root to determine a person's chronotype, whether you're an owl or a fowl or something in between. This avoids the current time-consuming test using saliva. And now over to sport. As regular podcasts would be aware, San Francisco 49ers are playing the Los Angeles Rams here in Melbourne, Australia on the 11th of September. On ESPN, sports commentator Chris Mad Dog Russo had a few words to say about this, saying that Australians weren't interested in American football. He lived in Sydney and attended the University of Sydney in 1980, same time as I did, and he couldn't get football results then. 46 years later, things have changed and tickets to the game have been selling really well. Meanwhile, the San Francisco 49ers coach, quote, Kyle Shanahan is, quote, oh, so fired up about a 19-hour flight from San Francisco to Melbourne. And that comment was absolutely dripping with sarcasm. He's not seeing any upside for his team's trip to Australia. And finally, en route between Italy and Poland, 12 tons of Kit Kat have been stolen. Known as the Great Kit Kat Heist of 2026, it's still a mystery how much that chocolate could disappear. I honestly have no idea how that could happen, and absolutely no leads for the police in this matter. I hope the missing chocolate is found. If you have any questions or want to know more about what I do, check out my website at www.jetlagguy.com.au. There's another book on the way, and you'll be the first to know when it's released. And that's this week's Jet Lag in the News. I'm Steve Jasper, aka the Jet Lag Guy. Thank you for watching.